everyone, welcome back to my channel, My Beautiful Mess. I'm Amber, and this is my husband, Steve, my better half. And today we're going to do a spouse questionnaire, who knows who best or better. So let's get started.
If your spouse could have unlimited access to any store, which would it be?
I would say your store would be Menards, because you like Menards. Every time we go there, you tell me how much it's your favorite store. So I would say Menards. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Your favorite store?
Yeah, my favorite store.
In what way? Clothes? I would say Walmart. Walmart.
Why?
You seem to be pretty fond of Walmart. Unfortunately.
One-stop shopping for groceries, kids, clothes. I don't really think I have a favorite, but I do like not having to go to lots of different stores for things, so I would accept that.
What's that?
What would your spouse say is their favorite features of yours? Favorite feature of yours?
His favorite feature would be...
Oh, you're gonna tell me what mine is?
Yeah. Right? Isn't that what the question
What
is?
would your spouse say is
His favorite.
their favorite?
Right, okay. So, his favorite feature of me, I would say, is my breast. Yes.
Probably, I don't know. I like
Okay.
your hair and your eyes and your boobs. I like your boobs.
Okay. What's my favorite feature of yours?
It's all gone, so whatever was there is gone. So used to be my height, my broad shoulders.
Please shut the door.
Not my feet. I don't know.
I'd say your hands. Yes, your hands. I know that one. That's my favorite feature. Because, one, I love because seeing his wedding ring, he's like my man, so it's like a dominance thing. But I love your hands because they're rough and they're working hands. But then, when I watch you with the babies, or you touch me, they're softer, and then they're transformed. So I love your hands.
Interesting.
What will your spouse say is the nicest thing you did in the past week?
It's kind of been a rough week.
Next question.
And the last week.
So what I would say that you did for me?
When I was out of something and you went to the store for me, what was that? You took
Cocoa
grape-
powder.
Grape juice.
Yes, cocoa powder. My dad was coming over for dinner, and I was gonna make him no bakes because those are his favorite cookies. And I was out of cocoa powder, and I didn't feel like going to the store, and you said you would go. That's probably the nicest thing this week that you did.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's kind.
Good. That's something. Several things. I mean, like what we just did there, down in the office, helping me in my office work. Cook me breakfast in the mornings when I come home from driving a truck. Those things.
Who made the first move while dating?
Who's asking? You want to answer that?
Yeah,
You made it.
He
You made
says
it.
I
You
made
made
it, but
it.
I didn't.
We went to the movies, and our legs were up, right? Next thing I know, she's rubbing her leg up up against mine. I would consider that a move.
I crossed my legs
No,
and my leg
no,
touched
no.
his leg. Yes.
That was not it.
That was it. I did not make the first move. He thinks I did, and you say that all the time.
That
I
was-
didn't. That was not. That was like how guys and girls see things differently. I was like, as far as I could be in the other chair, like nervous and scared.
No.
Yes. It was my first date I had ever been on. So.
Anyway,
Yeah.
next-
Okay.
next
What
question.
grooming product could your spouse not live without?
I don't really do that anymore. Probably a razor.
Your spouse has
Oh.
to answer that.
For me, well, what could I not live without?
Oh man, you got about 6,000 things to do your hair. I don't know which one of those things is most important to you. Whatever one of those things that's in that drawer would be.
Her automatic curler.
Product, not a tool.
Oh, product. Oh, I don't know. I don't know any products.
I think you would say toothpaste
Oh,
for me.
Oh,
mouthwash, toothpaste.
Yeah, because you're really good at telling me when my breath stinks. I don't think I could live without toothpaste. And for you, only just because you tell me that you stink all the time, I would say deodorant or body wash maybe, because you said getting older. He has the old man smell now. Or starting to.
Next question.
what is your spouse's dream job?
I'm gonna tell you.
Dun,
Now?
dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, like what am I dreaming of?
Would be right now. Maybe a teacher? Not a public school teacher, but
I would say I'm doing it.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. But
Motherhood, being a mama.
Yeah.
That's what I
that's what do you got?
I would say a farmer. I think you would love, but not like you like to work to be self-sufficient, sustainable. I don't know, but to provide. So you like what you're doing now. I think
Like a
you-
hobby farmer or
Yeah, but not having to do anything else, but just being
Right.
able to do those things.
Right.
A farmer.
stay at home and
Yeah.
Right.
Homesteader, something like that. I don't know, homesteader, farmer.
It's not really much. Yeah, right. Something like that. Yeah. I mean, I kind of do. As
Ah.
a child, what I intended to do,
Right.
I do it.
Right.
No.
And that's another question, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. Moving on.
What is your spouse's favorite candy bar?
Snickers.
I think it's both Snickers, isn't it?
I do love Snickers. I would say they're number 2.
Oh, Hershey almond, the giant size. Hershey almond, giant size.
Yeah.
Milk chocolate.
Yeah, milk
Milk
chocolate.
chocolate,
Not
no dark. I know these
Okay,
things.
yeah.
I know these things.
And not the smaller bars because there's thinner chocolate and the almonds are bigger. It's got to be the giant bar because it's thicker. So yeah, he knows.
And more nuts.
More on it.
Okay, let's go. Next.
What is your spouse's favorite meal that you cook?
Anything that, I mean, it's been the same. A meat, a potato, like a vegetable, sometimes bread. That's depends on the night. He wants bread or not, but he likes home cooked meals,
Traditional.
traditional, meat, potatoes, veggie. That's what he's.
Dessert.
And the dessert, yeah, I forgot that. Full course. That's his favorite meal.
I don't know. I haven't made too many meals, so I mean. much. So
Yeah.
I got it, but I mean that's not.
That's
My
real.
favorite.
Yeah, I mean I'm a one-off guy, you know. So if I've done it once and it turned out great, I stop.
That's true.
So,
Alright, next.
Who is better at the finances?
Oh, we all know that's him. Better at the finances.
Who would you say has the better in-laws, you or your spouse?
It's a tough one.
her.
Start.
Just ask the question again.
If your house was on fire, what one thing would your spouse grab before leaving?
You would grab photos.
Well, I mean, if the kids were out, I'd get Chance. If Chance wasn't out, the dog. And if that was all out, then yeah, then photos,
I would,
albums, photo albums.
yeah, I would say that there's so many of them. I would say that too, but I don't know. Now my Bible, like I have so many notes and things in it. That's like my, I don't know, like goals, notes, convictions, all that stuff. I would say my Bible.
Who is more stubborn in your relationship?
Equal.
I would say we're
Equal.
equally stubborn. Yeah.
Equal.
We're equally stubborn.
Who is more of a morning person?
I am.
He is. I'm a night owl. He's a morning person.
Who has more of a temper?
No, I'm kidding. I've
Him.
got a little temper.
What's your partner's least favorite body part?
What's their least favorite? I would say he doesn't like his love handles.
Okay, that's a nice way to say it. Maybe legs,
Yeah. I'd say my legs.
calves, kinkles, anything lower than the knee.
Yeah. Hi, buddy. Hi. You coming over here?
When your partner was a child, what did they want to be when they grew up?
He wanted to be a truck driver, like his dad. And he does that.
A lawyer.
Name a place your spouse would love to visit or to go on a vacation.
You talked about Alaska, and
That's more recent though.
okay, and you talked about is it Colorado that is supposed to have? Oh, you want me to tell recent? Oh, recent's Montana because they're open and they're not suffering the effects of COVID. So recently it's
They're
Montana.
not ruled by a tyrant.
Yeah. So where do I want to go?
Hawaii.
I tell them all the time.
Somewhere practical.
Of all the ways there are to die, which does your partner fear the most?
I don't think you know this one for me, but he's afraid of being burned alive.
Drowning?
Cool enough?
I know. What do you got? What do you got? You think so?
Watching your children die before you?
Yes. Yeah. I'm afraid of like
Heartbroken?
the van,
Heartbroken to death?
the van like getting stuck on the tracks and not being able to get all of my kids out of the vehicle and watching them die, or a situation like a fire or something, just a situation where I can't get all my kids out and I have to see them suffer or die. That's like,
Morbid?
yeah, it's morbid. That's what I'm afraid of.
Who would your spouse say is the better catch?
She's the better catch, for sure.
What is one thing that your spouse has that you love to get rid of?
Ooh. Oh, I know this is easy for me. I would want to get rid of his phone.
Huh?
Yeah, your phone.
Why?
It drives me nuts. You are always on it.
I'm not always on it.
Well, on it enough to where I don't like it. So
I do 100 other things besides
I know, but you're just on your phone. So I would get rid of your phone.
my temper.
No, it's something that they have.
I'd like to see it get rid of. I don't know if there's anything. Can you think of anything? bag of chips.
He has issues with people chewing.
Bag of chips, corn nuts.
Who spends more time in the shower?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Is your spouse a pessimist, an optimist, or a realistic?
He's a realist.
I would say you're more optimistic.
I'm optimistic. Yeah.
I would say I'm
Pessimistic.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
okay.
What's something that makes your spouse cry?
Their children. Their children.
Memories, I think. Like when you think back on memories of things that meant a lot to you, you know. I mean, I know if you think about the kids and stuff too, that stuff will.
Who?
Especially Isaac. Isaac can be sad.
Who is more disciplined?
Amber is.
You think so?
Oh, as far as.
I discipline,
Yeah.
but as far as who's more disciplined, I would say you
Oh,
are.
discipline and like. I got it.
Self-control.
I misunderstood the question.
Yeah,
So,
I would
like,
say you are.
to get things done, to put your mind to something, yeah. I don't.
It depends on what it is
Yeah,
for me,
like
but
once you
like,
sit up on something, if she
I'm
puts her
determined.
mind to it, it's all over. It's all over. It's gonna happen.
Our bed, the baby's bed, recently these things. Yeah, I'm determined, but I think like you get up when you have to in the morning, where I'll like hit snooze and I'll be like I'll replan my day just so I can stay in bed for 30 minutes, and you're like up and at 'em. You do your stuff. You're determined to take care of everybody and do what you gotta do.
What is the biggest way that your spouse wastes money?
Waste money. Steve doesn't waste money, so.
You're overspending on Amazon.
Yeah, I'll admit I do overspend on Amazon probably.
When is your spouse the most appealing to you?
We have a snack, Mom.
Not right now, honey. I would say you're the most appealing. Is it appealing or
Mhm.
attractive? Okay. Appealing to me when you help with the children, and that's probably the biggest and only thing.
I don't know. Yeah, right. I don't know. Maybe when she's cooking. Maybe, I don't know. Appealing, like it's not in a sexual way.
Yeah, I don't know, like attractive way,
Oh, attractive would be
like loving way,
not sexual.
not sexual, but loving.
Yeah, I don't know. Move on.
How does your partner tell you that they're in the mood?
He'll ask me if I want a back rub.
Maybe. Keep this PG. Reveal all my personal. I can't say this on.
Okay, we'll see. That's good.
You take a shower at night. Maybe.
When I shower at night.
Yeah. Game on.
Is your partner a side, back, or stomach sleeper? Is your partner a side, back, or stomach sleeper?
So.
And I'm a side, or you're a side. I would sleep on my belly, except I'm usually nursing a baby at night, or I'm pregnant, so I can't sleep on my belly. So I'm side, like when I'm side nursing, they're in my arm, and I'm nursing, and when I'm pregnant, I'm on my side. But I would prefer my belly.
What one thing would you change about your spouse?
Being more compassionate, tender to others' needs.
willingness to be involved in a family project.
We can argue about this one.
We don't need to.
We can argue about this one. Okay, next question.
What do you find most physically attractive about your spouse?
Did you already ask this one?
Slightly variation.
Yeah, no, let's not. Let's
Oh
skip
yeah,
that
we
one.
did.
Yeah,
Right, we
let's-
did already do that.
Okay. What is your first memory of your spouse?
I was working at Subway and you came in, but I don't actually have memories of before this one specific, like I waited on you and stuff, but I really didn't pay any attention to you, so you're just like everybody else. But he forgot, like when it came time to pay, you forgot your wallet. And so I told him I would pay for it. And he said that he would come back and pay me, and I said no, that was okay, and it was just an act of kindness or whatever. But that's the first moment.
See where that got you.
I paid for a sandwich, and I got a lifetime of
Grief.
him taking care of me.
Yeah, right. That was a good investment.
That was a good investment.
Jeez, I did do that. One of the first memories I have would be I was eating lunch with the owner of Subway. We were sitting at a booth at a table, and she walked through the door, and the sunlight was shining through the windows, and she had a dress on, and it just really caught my attention.
It's so cool.
All right, be quiet.
Hi.
Hi. A bunch of the kids just came up from the basement, so excuse the
You close the door.
bust of intrusion.
What's your official dating anniversary?
Daniel. It was June 6th.
22nd.
There you go.
June 22nd.
Who said, I love you first?
Let's not talk about
I
that.
tried to say it first, which that didn't go well. I tried to say it first, and he kind of shut me down, so I broke up with him. And he came crawling back saying, I love you. Right?
Something like that, yeah.
What is your spouse's love language?
His is acts of service. Hands down, acts of service.
Is that one where you write letters and stuff? Poems and crap? All the stuff I don't do?
Everything that you're not. I don't know what that would be considered because it's not really gifts. But yes. No, Brookie, will you help him please so we can finish this without interruptions? Thank you.
Brooke, take Nathaniel. He's shaking camera.
He's just,
Yeah, he's okay.
yeah, that's what.
My acts of service? No.
I can't think of one. Oh, I mean, like, what they're called.
Yeah. Physical touch. Quality time.
Quality time.
What is a surefire way to get on their nerves?
Chew something crunchy or eat something crunchy. Not putting something back where it goes. Not
Oh, there's more?
not doing what you ask right away. Like dropping everything at that very moment and doing what you ask.
You painted a pretty picture of it.
Those are all good things.
What was the question? There's so many that she had. What was the...
What is a surefire way to get on their nerves?
Don't you deal with it.
I should know this, but I don't.
Stop.
How do I
Let
get
go.
on your nerves? I seem to be very good at it, so I think it's everything I do. I'm pretty sure it's just everything I do.
I don't know if it's everything I do. Corey, do you know from observing what it is that drives me nuts? Like, if you do.
Probably Well, when he tells you to do something and he doesn't like explain it all the way, or he tells you to do something and he changes his mind, like, honey, I like this for dinner. I want this like once a week. And he's like, why are we having this so much? I never said I like this. This is disgusting.
Yeah, I'd say the inconsistency. I don't know. He just changes a lot, so it's hard to be so. Yeah,
Maybe.
I would say that would be
That's
one.
probably good.
Which one of you is the first to fall asleep at night?
That's still mine.
Oh yeah, that's on you.
What?
How do I drive him nuts? Or no? What?
No, you already answered it. The chips.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. Sorry.
What was the last thing you two argued about?
I don't think we've argued today. A lot of stupid stuff lately.
No, remember? My work pants. You're like, why are you arguing with me about? Because you wanted to cut the hammer loop off, remember?
Scratch that. I guess we have argued today.
I think that was a statement.
He said, why are you arguing with me?
Right, he said that, but I replied very quickly and said, never mind.
We're
I think that was resolved.
have strong.
Yeah, we're both very strong-willed. We're both very
And
strong-willed.
oftentimes, we're on different pages. Setting this up, people are going to divorce lawyers are going to be calling. Here you go. Let me help you. Exit strategy.
Which one of you is the first to fall asleep at night?
Oh, that's me.
Yep.
Who will your spouse say is the more romantic one in your relationship?
I feel
At
like
this point, we're just not romantic at all.
Yeah, I feel like I used to be,
And I never was.
and he, well,
One
when you
time.
proposed.
One time.
When you proposed.
One
you
and
were
done.
romantic, yeah. Oh, and that Valentine's Day, so twice.
When I made the meal?
Yeah,
That
that was,
was nice.
yeah, so, yeah, and I was, but then you just kind of sucked all the romantic love out of me.
Which one of you is elected to turn off the lights at night?
He always makes me do it.
Whoever's last in
No,
bed.
I say that. That's what it's supposed to be. Whoever's last in bed. But I'll say that and then he makes me do it.
Last but not least, which one of you usually picks the restaurant?
I mean, ideally we got the place in mind before we leave the house. If not, it's a hassle. It's
Yeah.
a hassle. We just go back and forth until we compromise, which is what all of marriage is to begin with. A big old compromise. And if you're not willing to do that, then don't get married. Good.
Oh, and so we've been married 15 and a half years. This year we will celebrate 16. So we've been together 3 years before that. We've been together for 18 and a half years, married for 15. All right, if you guys like our video, please give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel, and you guys have a blessed day.